Hello everybody, I'm Victoria Wright from The Living Herb. I'm a medical herbalist and I'm here to share some tips with you on how to get healthier for 2017. I'm just going to wait a few minutes for a few more people to arrive and then we'll get on with some tips. So, I'm sure you've seen everybody, all your friends, certainly I've been thinking about it, how to be healthier in 2017. Everybody will have started their diet by now. Everybody will have got to Saturday night, it's been the first week back at work, and you end up thinking, oh, I'm tired, it's been a tough week at work, it's been tough readjusting after the Christmas break, I will just have a glass of wine this evening, I'll just have that dessert, and bang, your New Year's resolution of going on a diet is gone. What do you do now? I mean, clearly you want to get fit, you want to get healthier, but your diet has just gone out the window. So I'm going to share some tips about what to do now. Now, I'm all for one for the good body movement. I completely agree that we should be loving our bodies. But I also think that loving our body doesn't just mean abusing it. It doesn't mean just accepting it if you're slightly overweight, or even worse if you're obese. What I think loving your body is giving the food and nourishment it needs in order so that you can live a healthy life. The Lancet shows that by 2025, 40% of women in the UK will be obese, and this has profound effects on our health. It makes you feel tired, more sluggish, it can lead to diabetes, heart disease. It's really important to get fit. It's really important to be healthy, and it's really important to shake that little bit of weight. That doesn't mean that you need to become a stick thin model, but what it does mean is ensuring that your body is getting the nutrition it needs, ensuring that you're not overeating, and ensuring that you're healthy and moving. So I've got three tips for living a healthier life. My first tip is around healthy eating, but actually, what does that really mean? So for me, what healthy eating means is eating the food that contains the nutrients and energy that our body needs to survive, and also having the occasional treat, because occasionally treating ourselves is actually quite good for us. Our body needs a whole host of vitamins and minerals. In some cases, it just needs a very small amount of them, but it does need them. They are essential. You can get those vitamins and minerals by eating a balanced diet and eating plenty of vegetables and some fruit. Your body also needs protein in order to be able to rebuild itself, rebuild muscles, rebuild cells. And the easiest way to get that protein is to eat some meat and fish, but if you're vegetarian, then pulses are a good source of protein. It also needs complex carbohydrates for energy. Now, these can be actually found in vegetables. You don't need to binge on pasta and potatoes. That has become the standard of our diet, is to eat grains, pasta, potatoes, rice, but you don't actually need them. You can get a lot of the carbohydrates you need from vegetables. So, why are we getting fatter? There have been many theories over the years. First it was fat was the all evil, but actually you do need some fats in order to be able to survive. But now there's actually strong evidence to show that refined carbohydrates, refined sugar is the major culprit of obesity, and also eating too much of it. And sugar is found in all sorts of different things. It can be found in ready meals, things that you don't expect to contain sugar, things that seem savoury can actually have quite a lot of sugar in them. So let's talk about 3 things that you can do to combat this epidemic. The first one is to swap your snacks. If you have a tendency to snack, then replacing them with healthier alternatives is a really good way of starting to eat healthier. For example, reaching for carrots and a bit of hummus or some nuts and seeds can be great ways of just turning the cake, the muffin, whatever it is, into something that's a bit healthier. And I'll be sharing some ideas about how to swap your snacks and things that you can put in your snacks later this week. My second tip is to try cooking from scratch. If you've never cooked before, then find a few recipes that are healthy to try. You know, healthy meals do not mean that they have to be tasteless or even take a long time to cook. Look out for some healthy recipe ideas that are both tasty and quick and easy to cook. I'll be sharing them some more this month on my Facebook page, so have a look out for them. They're really easy to do. The third is portion size. Our portions have got bigger. If you look at what we were serving in the 1950s and 60s compared to what we're serving today as a portion, it's much bigger today. So, you know, basically that means we're just eating too much, for too many calories for what we actually need. So an easy way to combat this is to actually just use smaller plates. You can cook the same amount of food, but have a smaller plate, put a smaller amount on that plate, and if you're still hungry after you've eaten, then go back and have some seconds. That's absolutely fine. But at least, you know, having a smaller plate means that you're going to be more aware of how much you're eating. But also be aware that losing weight takes time. You know, and it takes a lot of effort too. You know, and if you hate dieting, which the majority of people quite frankly do, then these 3 simple tips will help you. And I'll be sharing a lot more of these during the rest of January. It is very tempting to go for the latest diet, the latest fad diet that promises that you're going to lose weight in 2 weeks. But my advice is avoid them like the plague. Eating nothing but cabbage for 2 weeks may lose weight, but it's not going to give you the nutrition you need, and it's not going to make you healthier. You know, the most important thing in addressing your weight and in addressing living a healthier lifestyle is to ensure that you have the nutrition you need, and these sorts of fat diets and, you know, packets of stuff that you can buy that promise the earth aren't necessarily giving you the nutrition you need for your body. You know, in addition, you know, by the time you finish them, you may have lost weight, but the chances are you'll go back to the same way of eating later on. So it's really important to make sustainable changes to your diet. You know, really think about being sustainable and what small changes that you can make for the rest of your life. If you do want to diet though, there are some really good diets out there that have been designed scientifically to ensure that you're getting the right nutrients and the right energy that you need. I suggest things like Michael Mosley's 8-week blood sugar diet. This is a great way to lose weight quickly, and it's also about learning different ways of cooking to make sure that you can do this sustainably. Things like Lean in 15, Slimming World and Weight Watchers are also very good. You know, they're all about getting the right nutrition and making sure that you can make sustainable changes to your lifestyle. But it's not just about dieting. Moving is also equally important, and diet is just one aspect of being healthy. Our jobs and our lifestyles have changed so much over the last 30-40 years that the majority of us, at least in England, drive to work and then sit all day. And what do we do from when we come home? We sit in front of the tea or in front of our laptops. So effectively we're sitting for all of our day. And actually sitting is really bad for you, she says, sitting down. It can lead to heart disease, overproductive pancreas, increased risk of some cancers such as colon cancer, increased risk of muscle degeneration, back problems, and actually it can even give you a foggy brain. And certainly I don't like having a foggy brain. And I could go on. You know, there are many different health risks that are associated from not moving and sitting all day. But exercising doesn't have to mean, you know, donning the lycra and heading to the gym. Personally, I would hate to do that. So here are just 3 tips about how to move more. My first one is, if you sit at a desk all day, then set a timer every 15 minutes. You can find some great apps. Pomodoro is a really good one, where you can just set a timer on a regular basis throughout your day. And after 50 minutes, get up and go for a walk. Go and grab a drink of water, which will help you drink some more water in the long run. A nip to the loo, anything you can think of doing just to get you moving. And just move around for 5 minutes. That's enough. And it has the added benefit that actually taking a break every 50 minutes makes you more efficient at work anyway. My second one is that at lunchtime, maybe go for a walk. 10 to 20 minutes is enough. Just go for a walk around the building. I go for a walk around for 10 minutes every lunchtime. And you'll get the added benefit if you're going outside that you'll get some vitamin D, which is much needed at this time of year where it's dark and dingy and miserable. And my third tip is grab a step counter, get some friends and set up daily challenges. It's amazing how fast you can find ways of getting steps in when you need to. You can start with a small goal. Most step counters say you should be doing 10,000 steps a day. You don't have to go to 10,000 steps straight away. You could start by just tracking and seeing how many steps you're getting in your average day, and then make it a couple of hundred more. And you can do things like walking up and down the stairs a couple of times, taking the long route to the kettle, dancing for 5 minutes while the kettle's boiling. Anything that you can think of doing that will increase your step count will be a good thing. Now, no talk of mine would be complete without talking about a healthy mind. For me, the third aspect of being more healthy in 2017 is actually making sure that our minds are healthy. When we're stressed, when we're tired, we crave sugary foods and caffeine to keep us awake during the day, and then we crave alcohol at night to put us to sleep. So combating stress, combating anxiety, low mood and depression are just as important as eating well and moving more. So how do we do that? So my first tip, which you will have heard of me talking about it then, is some sort of mindfulness or meditation practice. Just 10 minutes a day is enough, and there are great ways to get this. There are fantastic online resources, there are online meditation instructors, there's something called Headspace, which is an app you can download for free. All of these things that can help you just become a bit more aware of yourself and take 10 minutes break from the stresses of daily life can really, really help give you a healthy mind. My second tip is gratitude. It may seem a bit counterintuitive, but there's a lot of scientific research to show that being grateful, expressing gratitude can really improve our well-being. So why not just write down, just for a week, 3 things every single night that you're grateful for during the day. So this could be you're grateful for your husband putting the bins out, or you're grateful for a work colleague thanking you for a piece of work that you've done, or you're just grateful for the fact that the sun's shining and it's not raining today. Anything will do, but just try it for a week and see what sort of effect that it has. I promise you that it will make you happier and more healthy. And then my final thing and my final tip for today is to spend some time in nature. Again, there's a lot of research that shows that actually being outside, being in somewhere that's natural can really boost our mental well-being. You can couple it with moving more and go for a walk. Just take a wander somewhere, and even just in a park if you live in a city, but if you're lucky enough to live not too far from the countryside, then taking a walk. I'm very fortunate. I live just a few minutes from an ancient ridgeway, and I can just walk up on the ridgeway, and in 10 minutes I'm there in this beautiful landscape, and it really enables me to feel completely connected with the world and ready to take on the challenges that the world faces. So there you go. They're my 3 things for getting healthier in 2017. Look out for more tips on my Facebook page. All for the rest of January I'll be sharing more tips and more advice on what you can do to get healthier in 2017. And if you've enjoyed this and you want to hear more things, you can also sign up for my newsletter at thelivingherb.com. Thank you very much. Bye.